Hi everyone, this video will have 3 quick notes about math.random, integer division, and escape characters. It's also a good excuse to continue to see the cool shortcuts in IntelliJ. So let's say I wanted to display 10 random numbers using math.random. I could make a for loop, but in IntelliJ I can say for I and then hit enter. I is a good loop variable. Let's go up to 10. So that was it. I just hit enter, enter. S out, math.rtab. Great, so I'm done. So I've got a loop looping 10 times that will display some random numbers. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I just wanted to show you what the range of random numbers can look like here. So as you'll notice, they are all between 0 and 1, not including 1, because that's what math.random returns. It's numbers in the range 0 to 1, but we'll use an open brace here like in the mathematical notation to indicate that we will never actually get the value 1. All right. So what that means is that if you're going to cast this to be an int, and I want an int between 1 and 4, it's not going to work to say times 4, because the largest thing this could be is, for example, 0.99999. So if I multiply that by 4, that's going to be like 3.9999999. And when I cast, that truncates, which means that it chops off the decimal. So if I have 3.99999 and I cut off the decimal, that's just 3. So if I run this, you'll see that I'm getting random numbers, but I'm never getting 4. So long story short, you can always think about this will go up to, but not including that value. If I don't want to go between 0 and 3, I want to go between 1 and 4, you can imagine starting with 1 and then adding a random number that's somewhere between 0 and 3. And logically speaking, that should get us in the range between 1 and 4. And when I run it, you can see that there we have it, random numbers between 1 and 4. Okay, integer division. So you would expect this to display 0.666667, because that's the decimal representation of 2/3. What you see, in fact, when I run this code is that it displays, wait for it, 0. And the reason why is because if both parts of the division are integers, it will, again, it will truncate the result to be an integer. So it will cut off whatever decimal part there is. So if I've got 0.666667 and I truncate the decimal, well, it's all decimal, so it ends up 0. That's true even if you're saving it inside a double. Doesn't matter because the integer division happens first before the assignment, so it completely ignores whatever we're saving it into. So here we still get 0 as the result. Although you'll notice it's 0.0, which is like the double version of 0. So there are 2 ways to fix this. Well, really the way to fix this is make sure that one of these is not a double. So you could do that by casting one or both of them to be a double, so that would work. Or if I cast this one to be a double, that would work. Or if you're using numbers like this, using 2.0 is the double version. So now this one is not an int anymore, and so it won't be integer division. So really you just have to ensure that one of the 2 things is not an int. Okay, so escape characters. Here I have she said banana, and it displays like this, but the problem is really I would want banana to be in quotation marks as a way of indicating that is the word that she said. But I can't put a quotation mark here because now the print statement thinks that's the end of the thing I'm trying to print. So backslash is what's known as an escape character. Backslash means that whatever the next character is will be a special code. So you already know that like backslash n is a new line character. So here if I run it, I've got she said and then a new line and then banana. If I want a quote, I can have a backslash before it to indicate that I don't want the quote to function as the end of the string. I actually want to insert the character quote. So that's how you would insert quotes into your string, is with 2 backslashes. And now it looks proper. Just as another reminder, backslash n we said was new line, backslash t is tab. So now she said, and then there's a tab and a banana. If you want to insert a backslash, you might have guessed that is backslash backslash. And the reason, and you might think, well, how often do I want to put a backslash? But this is actually very important because when you're trying to describe to the computer where a file is that you might want to load, ordinarily a path would look like something like this, like C drive / data / myfile.txt or something. But I can't just use a straight backslash because now it thinks that D is a special code for something. You'll notice it says illegal escape character. That's because D is not special code for anything. So if I really want to display some backslashes, I've got to make them double so that way it actually displays as the file path. Okay, end of lesson.